welcome back to Satisfactory. We got episode 37 today. Should be a fun one. I know I say that a lot, but I generally think most of them should be fun. So, 3 goals today. First, I have 1 MAM upgrade I want to look at with rocket fuel. I don't think we're going to make any, but maybe like off camera, I might try to look at it. I'm not going to make a thing out of it. I just want to unlock it, so I want to show everybody that, and then we'll take a look-see real quick just to see if it's something we could do pretty easily or if it'll take a little setup. And then after that, so don't hate me, but I know I said we were going to do nuclear this episode, but we're gonna wait 1 more episode. I want to get automation just like fully going, like everything. And I was like, I can do that off camera, but like a lot of them aren't as easy as just me flipping a couple switches. So like the very first one we're going to set up over here, like we actually need to set up a little bit more over here, and then we got to go over to the nitrogen plant and set something up. So I think it's actually going to be kind of fun to watch. So I'm not going to do a time lapse of it. I'm just going to show the whole thing because I think people will get a lot out of it if you're, trying to figure out still how this place is running without burning down. And then I want to save the last 10 minutes or so to unlock the particle enrichment, so you can see I have that milestone selected. So those are the 3 things I want to get done. I probably put up some timestamps. Hopefully we get to all of them. If not, I don't know. But I should be able to. I'm thinking, at least the way it's going in my head, we should be able to. So let's get started. First, let's start with the Q-creant. Kind of an interesting one, I guess. But I am curious on... Why do I have a heatsink going there? I am curious. There's something not... I don't know. I gotta double check that over there. There shouldn't be a heatsink coming that way. Oh, wait, no, never mind. They're coming from there and going around. I'm dumb. I was thinking of something else. Okay, so, I was thinking of the sheets. Q-creant, the banana. When you eat a banana, how do you open it? So, there's the banana, and then there's the little stem part, right? Like, you take the banana off all the other bananas, and you got the banana chunk, and then you have the little stem, right? So, do you hold it from, like, the banana and take the stem and peel it down? Or do you hold it by the stem and open it from, like, the bottom, I guess? I think of it as the bottom, right? The opposite side of the stem, because that's how the monkeys do it. So I've tried that for a while, and I don't know. I feel like it's the reason maybe we're higher on the food chain. So I went back to the old way I used to do it, where I would hold the banana, and then I would open it by the stem. But here's what I do. So I hold the banana, I open it, I pull down the stem, and then I pull down the stem, and once I get all the way to the bottom, so it's like 1 pull down, I kind of push it in, because there's like that little seed part on the bottom. That way I get rid of the seed, and then I take the rest of the like banana out exterior off. And then I'm left with just the banana, and it's done really well. So anyways, that's how I like to do it. It doesn't mean it's right, but I'm curious how you do it. How do you open your banana? Okay, so let me know. Again, these questions mean absolutely nothing, but I figure if you don't want to comment on the actual episode, then we can talk about something else for a little bit. So I have these. They're almost done. Oh, no way. Did I miscalculate that? 100, 200, 300, 400. I'm 4 short. What the crap? Well, that's fine. I'll get that later. So I'm working on the phase objectives. Apparently my math wasn't mathing right. Or, I know I had a couple somewhere that I did like really early on. But anyways, all right. So let's drop a meats in here. We got some of those, some of those, some of those. We got some of these. I know I was, I was looking at my oil field, and I was looking at, I don't know if you remember, but like, I can show you, north of the oil field, there's another oil thing. I think it's right here. Yeah. And this is one of those big, like, spout ones. I don't know what you call them. Geyser oil, crude oil things. But if you shard it, you can get like 900 a minute, I think. So if we really need power, because we're on the brink of like needing power, which is really why I want to get the nuclear going for sure next episode. we can always get more fuel generators going over there, like a lot more. Okay, so let's start with the MAM thing. I feel like I always... I don't want to say waste, but you know, I kind of usually... The first 5 minutes, it's like the intro, right? I gotta get you know, what's on my mind. Let's put you back and give me a freshie. I still like the jetpack. And I'll switch it depending on like if I'm building or not. You know, I'll switch between these two. But the jetpack I can just go faster with. Like if I do the slide jump thing and then I'm building up speed, this thing actually slows down when you go in the air. So the jetpack does not. All right. Oh, I need. What do I need? I need a hard drive. Some of them. Those other two we can probably throw in here and then start on our... Because I don't think I need any more for anything else. Do I need for that one? No, I do need it for that one. We'll save one. All right, research. Rocket fuel. Oh, buddy. Now we can go faster.
Rocket fuel unlocked.
Yeah.
Pioneers will be able to use rocket fuel in the fuel generator and any vehicle that uses fuel, including the jetpack, with appropriate results. Warning, mixing rocket fuel into coffee does not enhance its energizing effect.
Nice. Crap. Would that be like a packager? Let me see. Yeah, packaged rocket fuel. So I need... well, I need rocket fuel. That makes sense. How do I get... I don't think I can make that yet, can I? Let's see. Rocket fuel. Oh, hold on here. Dang it, let me just... I don't know if I can... Can I not look at that? Unpackaged rocket fuel, rocket fuel. Oh, turbo fuel and... Let's see. Rocket. Sometimes I wish I had a keyboard. All right, rocket fuel. Turbo fuel and nitric acid. Okay, I think nitric acid is something we're unlocking next. That's why the color kind of threw me off. It's not the nitrogen gas. All right. Yeah. Nitric acid is one of the things we're unlocking next. Okay. Well, that's cool. All right, so let's get to automating. I want to get at least a good chunk of it done, especially like the first couple. I think I can always do some off camera if I need to. But otherwise, no changes here. So we've got those two up and running, which is good because we're gonna need these. We're only on 173. So the other reason I really want to get stuff automated is you can see some stuff is piling up a little faster, but I mean it's still like 14 a minute is not fast, you know. Like, and some of these other ones so like this one, this comes in from the train, so it comes in like chunks, right? So we're getting a fair amount of these, yeah. And then the heat sinks get sent off. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna start here. Before we do that though, I want to show everybody the airfield. The airfield, I think, is looking nice. I've made some upgrades. I like this setup a lot. You can see I'm gonna start color coding stuff too. That way it'll be a little easier, hopefully. We got to think of a main color for here. So I've kind of chosen that, which I actually really like that for the nitrogen facility. But I like it so much I might want to do it here. But this will be, yeah, I was thinking, you know, like places can be kind of color coded. I don't know. It just looks nice, I guess. What was I getting at? Oh, the nitrogen facility set up, and then I basically just kind of set these up so that we can get them going when we need to. I'm almost positive we'll need to use one of these for the nuclear facility. I'm like 99% positive we will. But then if we have to for something else, I just have more set up. Plus, I kind of like the way it looks. So they're not using any power. They're fairly easy to build. But we do want to we are going to want to set this one up. So this one is nitrogen. So how do we got? Airfield, nitrogen export. This one's going to be, we'll name this Airfield. And nitrogen import. By the way, I'm using a controller for that, so that's why I type so slow. Like, on a keyboard, I actually type pretty fast. In case people are like, why does he type so slow? Holy crap. Alright, I know I got some random crap on me. I forgot to put a couple things away. Regardless. Airfield North, import. Okay, so I'll go over in a second why this is important. But I do have all of our fuel set up. And so this is how I've been doing it, right? I'm basically just splitting the fuel up, and I'm using little bridges for all the fuel. So little bridges are for fuel, where fuel's going in, and then stuff that's coming out is coming through here. So this is going to be all of our imports, and I have a programmable splitter right here. So if stuff needs to go into our main line, we can send it in right there. And then if stuff doesn't, we can store it here. So then I can come over here, and I could be like, okay, what else do we need, right? So we've got, I know I generally, initially my plan was to have all the storage like where my other storage started, but it's just, there's just too much in the game, which is awesome. So I got storage there, we got plant 1, we got plant 2, and then we're gonna have our import-export facility. But you know, I'll be able to use these for storages from the drone import. So yeah, that's how our airfield is set up. I really like it. I think it's gonna work out well. Right now, at least. I don't see any hitches in it. Okay, so let's go over why we were doing that. The first one we're gonna set up here is cooling systems. So cooling systems is kind of a pain in the butt because we don't make them here. We make our cooling systems at our nitrogen facilities. So what I'm gonna do is get all this set up, and I think, yeah, we'll stay on this for now. Yeah, let's see. So this port, this one is gonna go to, do I have a nitrogen export set up yet? I do not. Okay, so let's not set this one completely up yet. Let's go over to our other spot, and let's get that set up. How do I want to do that? I think I can get that set up, and it can hover here. No, because it's gonna go from here. Okay, yes, let's go set that other one up. Okay, so we got to run over to the nitrogen facility, and we're gonna get that set up. Oh, the other thing I did is I did kind of make this look a little nicer. So this is our route to the elevator for that stiff. Yeah, see how I can't get like extra speed there, and it kind of slows me down. It's the only part I don't like about that. All right. To the nitrogen facility. Yeah, if we can get a couple of these set up, I think it'll help in the long run, and then I'll probably set the rest of them up off camera. A lot of the other ones, I shouldn't say a lot, but I would say a good chunk of the other ones, like I know there's cables, reinforced iron plates, so it's just me flipping a couple switches, and they'll be getting sent over there. Yeah, see how the nitrogen facility looks pretty sick. Those look a little orange yet, but oh yeah, those are the fuel pumps. And then that thing right there I can get rid of. So you can see I got, oh yeah, I got it set up. Did I put a drone on it? I shouldn't have done that. I think, because yeah, I think I'm setting, yeah, let's delete this quick. Yeah, I like the coloring of this a lot. It actually kind of reminds me of like a Star Wars type, kind of like a Star Wars facility. Let me see here. Nitrogen materials import. These come from there. Yeah. Okay. So that's our. Yeah. I want to have the drones up in the other place. The airfield's where the main drone. Oh wait, this is the field drone. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh god, I almost messed it up. So that's the fuel drone. Yeah, we do want that one there. All right, now here's what we're gonna do. So, just like last time. So I like the 2 foundations in between, And then we have our worker ones. So this is, right, this is the import side. So we need to set up, oh, I gotta, let me, nitrogen, let me set this up better. Nitrogen, water. Yeah, try to get these more in line. All right, nitrogen, water, import. Let's get this stuff set up so it doesn't bug me. Nitrogen material import. And then this is gonna be, we're gonna have to blow some stuff up. Darn. Let's do, how do I want to do this here? Let's do, all right, so that will be our 2 for getting stuff there. And then these will go out. And let's see. How do I want to do that? Have them go out. Yeah, we can do it that way. Oh yeah, I can get that other row out of there now that I'm not going to do that. We don't need you anymore. I know one of the things I was thinking about is I was like, oh, I wonder if one of these would fit on the blueprint, but I feel like this whole setup, like, wouldn't. And I would want, like, the whole... Alright, so... I think 5. I would want, like, the whole setup if I was going to blueprint it. Otherwise, I feel like it wouldn't really help that much. I kind of just like building in this game. I think that's why I haven't done the blueprint thing yet, because I don't really mind doing it myself. Alright. This might be pretty fun. I think I'm going to use the regular ones. Maybe we'll... yeah, you're going to have to go too. It's fun every time. Oh, crap. You know what? I don't know if I brought enough stuff for... I didn't even look at that. Okay. Whoa, just made it. That would have been dumb. All right. Okay. Here we go. And let me just lock you in place, and then we can nudge you along. Right there. You're on there. All right. Make you look pretty. Does it do it while it's doing it? Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. And then we got to make you there. I can't wait till I get to the part where I, like, start making everything look pretty. Like, that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, tree, are you going to... Are you... Oh, shit. I can probably keep. Okay, now here's where we're gonna have to change this around a little bit. So we've got a splitter here. Oop. Hold on, let me get rid of this stuff. Put up a splitter. You are going this way. Where'd that go? There it is. All right, we're gonna get some more batteries going out this way. All right, and then let's see. So we are doing. I want everything because I don't want to redo this part. So fuel is gonna go along there, and yes. Okay. So that's gonna go in that way. There. Okay. And then I've been doing this, and that, and this, and that. And putting a couple of these up. There we go. Now everything should be connected. Those batteries flying up there. Very nice, very nice. Yes. Okay. Oh, hold on. I messed it up. Hold on. I like that better. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay. We're getting there. And, you know, it took 30 episodes, but we kind of know how to do stuff now. Now here's the interesting part. So this is This is nitrogen material export. Okay. We're not gonna have a drone here. I'm setting that up from the other place. And so I don't need to set that up. I will need to give it power. We don't want to leave without this having power set up to it. And it's probably going to be too long, isn't it? Do I have a thingy anywhere? It's too long, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can always... Those will be fixed. The power lines and all that will look a lot better. Right now I just kind of have power, which it kind of looks cool actually, but I just have power along that. But yeah, when we have walls, I'll do my usual thing there, so that cleans it up quite a bit. All right, now this should be up and running. Oh, these take so much power. You can see the batteries flowing in there. Okay, so that's all good. Now here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna get these, which I think eventually we're gonna want to send these back too, probably. Well, yes. I don't know if I want to send them right now. I guess either way, let's get it set up to where we can. So, how do I want to do this? So we want to get stuff going from. So what I'm going to do is set up a merger there, and stuff is going to go that way. Middle, yeah. Right, and then we'll have another one here. We'll get that going. So when we want to, we can send that stuff home. I think I'm going to leave it there for right now until I really figure out. I'm sure I need it for something, so I'll probably have to come back and set that up. But let's do. I've kind of been really getting into using like the boxes and keeps stuff kind of orderly. So we are going to use. Just in case we need more of these. I can't imagine we will, but... so I'm not going to actually be using this box. So I don't really know if I'm setting it up that much, but... so this, again, is an export. So what I'm going to do is just to kind of future-proof it, we're going to have our merger right there. And then I think... I'll put another box out here, just for right now. This one will probably change. That'll give me something to aim for, and then we'll just take this one away. I was just using that one to line them up. Right, so then what we can do is this one will go right in there. And now we just got to connect this box to that box. I'm probably going to change all this eventually anyways, but maybe we can do like something like this. Let's see if that's far enough. Actually pretty... It's a little ways away, huh? Alright, nope. Go back to you. Are you going to get there? You are not. Well... What about there? No. We just want to do it. Yeah, I guess we can. No. Yeah, that looks okay. Again, this part's probably going to change. Just trying to get her set up for now. Maybe we can put you there, and then get you up into there. Nope, get you up into there. Miss those trees? Yeah, I did. Very nice. It doesn't look the best, but I'm gonna get the job done for now. Yeah. Everything else I really like, but yeah, that we might change. Eventually, what's gonna happen is there'll probably be a wall there, and then we'll run this probably along this cliffside right here, and then we'll attach it to this wall, and it'll run along the wall. But for right now, let's do that. That'll be future episodes when we're pretty much done with the game, and we just start making everything look pretty. Okay. Boop, boop. Not that that matters, but... Beep. Ooh. Nope. Beep. Okay. Alright. So... yeah, I guess let's get these going in there. And there they go. Those are pretty expensive to make, so we want to make sure we don't mess this up. Alright, so they're all going in there. And then they are going in here for outgoing travel. I got so much crap on me. Alright. Yeah, I didn't want to make those. Yeah, it's fine. I'll change those later. A merger right there is fine, but this one actually needs to be a splitter in case I need to extend that. I can't imagine I would. So what'll happen is this is an export, so this is getting exported to the airfield. If let's say I need to send something from here over to like the aluminum factory, right? Then I need another drone port. So I'm just kind of future-proofing for that. I don't know yet, but that's why I really like this system because it's kind of future-proof. I think the import-export of it will be really good. All right, let's see if we did this right. How are we doing on time? We're gonna be able to set up like one of these, which is fine. This is like the most important and like the hardest one, by a lot. The other ones aren't too bad. See how I can like kind of keep that speed going? That's why I like. That's why I like the jetpack. Then I can bust my butt. Okay, now before we get those rolling in here, this is where we got to set our stuff up. So these, right? These aren't important. Stuff's gonna so when we send this drone, when we get this set up, it's gonna come through here. Then it's gonna come through here, and now we want to get this into our main line, and I want some stored. Again, I know it's kind of a slow setup, but like if you notice, like some of my other stuff, you know, like it's full, right? And once it gets full in one level, then it kind of like starts ramping up to the next level. I kind of like that. It's I don't know. It's just kind of the way I wanted to set it up, at least for this run. So, you know, maybe when me and Brick, if we do a co-op for this, I'll do it completely different. But I actually like this quite a bit, so I'm gonna kind of stay with it now. Enough blibber blabber. So our left output's going to be nothing. So center output is going to be... what are we bringing in here? What are they called? Cooling systems? I think. Yeah, cooling systems. So we're going to want cooling systems going to our center output. And then we're also going to want cooling systems going to the right output. Okay. And then if the right output were to get full, we are going to want overflow. I'm going to send it into the main line. You know what? I could almost have an overflow. If we export and everything were to get full there, or do I want to... I think I'm going to send it in the main line, at least for right now. Just because stuff's really not flowing too fast right there yet. So that'll be fine, I think. Okay, so we're going to get stuff going to the center. We're going to get stuff going to the right. Can't see how the train goes right under there. That's so cool. And then let's set up this one. So I know this is like the only one we have over here, but that'll get kind of going that way. So our smart splitter here, this one should be pretty easy. We're going to have cooling systems going to the left, and then basically everything else is going to go straight on eventually once it starts coming in. And then we could also probably put up our sign right away, which actually, I'm going to look at stuff from this side. Well, you know what? I'll probably do... I should probably do it on both sides anyways. All right, cooling systems. Cooling systems. Cooling system. Here we go. And system. System. Beautiful, and I like this. 2 with the matte finish. There we go. And then if we want to make one on the other side, let's just do that quick. That way when I'm over here organizing stuff, it's easier for me to remember. Okay, so I like that for right now. Let me just make sure, did I... Okay, yeah. All right. Now, we gotta get you... I hope it's long enough. That's what she said. Ah! Put it there. I mean, it's gonna change anyways. I don't know why I like kind of the curvy stuff like that, but just kind of flows nicely. All right, right, so then, again, this is a merger, so now we have half being stored for use by me if I want to, half being sent into our line. And what we need to do before we really get rocking here, super fast. So we want our center output, we're gonna have to add our cooling systems. If your brain's fried, don't worry. I've been working at this, just like this setup, for like 20 hours. So, and then everything should be fine here. And we'll get to here, and cooling systems are being sent in. Now, we can double check and make sure we shouldn't have any more. Jesus. Here. So we shouldn't have any more cooling system stuff. That should be the only thing. Which it looks like it is. If you don't like heights, look away. And then, being that we are doing, let's see, fine. So if we do run into, like, many years down the road where we had too many, which that'll never happen with those, then we can send them. Right, that's like their last destination, so they'll get sent into the sink. Oh man, it's a lot of setup, but man, once this baby gets rocking, it's gonna be awesome. Okay, so now, drone port, airfield, nitrogen, import. I need a drone. I bet I don't have the stuff for a drone. I'm almost positive I don't have the stuff for a drone. I need one of those little thingies. Just put you right there. And we'll make a miner. Okay. Put you away. Well, get rid of you. So smooth. What a smooth game. And nope. Let me try to remember what we're doing. There we go. Let's make her look pretty, because this is a nitrogen facility drone. Okay. Now, you need power and fuel. So when I give you power, you should have fuel. I don't think I gave you a destination yet, right? Okay. So let's get this set up first. Where are the other ones going to? Ah, okay. Did bring one of those over for now. That's the other thing I got to think about. I don't know if I want a wall on this or if I want to kind of leave it open. I don't know yet. We'll see. I haven't quite decided on that. We'll do that when we make it look pretty. Okay, so we're powered up. The fuel is right there going in. Very nice, very nice. And those should all be Mark 5. Oh, it seemed like it was going a little slow. There we go. I don't know how I accidentally put a 3 on there. Oh, that might be before I switched it on the switch. Okay, so now this airfield, or this drone, is going to the nitrogen material export. I gotta change that to just November. Okay, so we're exporting from there to here. Bingo bango. There it goes. Let's see how long is this gonna take. We'll probably just wait here. 2 minutes 24 seconds. Looks like it's 6 batteries per trip. And these are actually going to be picking up fuel at both spots, which is fine. I needed a fuel drone here, obviously. And then I need a fuel drone. It's weird. The drones like stay highlighted. I'm going to have to reload the game. It'll be like that until I reload the game. It did that last time I changed like the color of one. I don't know why, but oh well. Hopefully it doesn't bother anybody. Let's see here. Drone en route. I just want to, yeah, see, it's weird. You can, like, they just stay highlighted. Because, see, so this one was like that, too. But then I saved and reloaded the game. Well, he's drunk. I saved and reloaded the game, and then it, like, went away. I might do that. If it's, like, bothering me, I will. I hope it doesn't bother anybody else. I'm sure if it bothers me, it'd be bothering you, so then I'll restart it. We'll see. All right, come on, buddy. I need to make sure you're working. Man, how about the hover pack? Just kind of... I guess we can check to see what our next thing is. Just kind of float around forever. It's fun. Oh, I should have grabbed some of those freaking things. Those frames, those yellow frames. What do we got next? Radio control unit, which is actually one of these is... I think it's this one. Yeah, so that one will just come back into the main line. I mean, I guess we can set it up. Motor, rubber will be an interesting one. AI limiters are already coming in, right? Seems lined up there. Did I miss the drone? No. Here he comes. You can see him a mile away. All right. Let's make sure we are. Let's make sure we're working. This will be a good test. This is by far the hardest one to get set up of all these. Does it look like? I'm not going backwards, am I? No, we're not. Okay. I was like, man. Okay, yep, they should be split in there. Very nice. And then should we go in here? Okay, I like it. Then we split there to keep in the line. Good thing we were high enough so we didn't die to that train. All right, look at that. Oh, they're still going too. All right, beautiful. So the drones are awesome, man. I really like the drones. Yeah, they brought over all of them in one go. And we've got, yeah, so I've got some to mess around with myself, and then the machine's got some going. So, do we have a little bit of time yet? I wonder if we should go, I just want to, like, peek at the nuke stuff when we unlock it. So let's see. Our next one is radio control units. So, again, that's these. Beep. Which I think I actually came down and made a couple of these. Oh, yeah, I did, because I think I need them for the drones or something like that. So, stuff set up. Everything's ready to go, right? I got the merger in place. This is like where the plug and play kind of comes in. So if we got radio control units, we need them to go all the way around. go around, and we're gonna add those. So we want, let's put in this radio on here, yeah. So we're gonna add our radio control units, right? Because we want them to keep going straight here. And then they're not, I guess we can check. They're not being made, you know, there's nothing here. Don't die to the train crossing. And then they're just there. We're not putting them in anything else. Okay. So we can add them here. And let's add an item and put the radio control units there because that is their last spot. So if they make it this far, that means they're overflowing and we can send them to the sink. All right. So now what we should have to do is just hook that bad boy up, and we should be good. Now, here's the thing. They're still being, it's like when they're being made, like this is all that's going out, right? So I'm doing the same thing I did up there, right? Where they're being made. Once they're full here, they'll all go out here, but until then they're going to be split. So I like having some so that I can use them if I need them for like the phases and stuff. I know it adds like extra math in my thing when I'm calculating things, but I mean really you're just dividing it in half for a little while. All right. So, you know, oh, that's right. I can't really put. I would have to make more to make sure they work. I got. Let me add like just a couple of those and a couple of those. That should make 2. Let's just make sure we're working here. I can take a sip. I am operating on 0 hours of sleep, by the way. I didn't sleep last night. I tried to go to bed. I laid there for like 2 hours. I woke up, I watched some Vane, then I watched some Infected. I'm like, maybe that'll make me tired. I was still wide awake. I do have, I don't know, like the military doctors, you know, I have all this crap wrong with me apparently, but I do have insomnia. But they just from like being overseas, they call it over vigilantism, and I mainly have it like when my daughter's here because I'm just over vigilant when she's here from the military stuff, you know, from explosions and all that jazz. Let's see, did I miss it already? They go so fast. Yeah, apparently I did. Well, we'll see if they make their way over here. Oh, yep, there it goes. Nice. Okay. So we are booming radio control units, 1 per minute. All right. But yeah, no. So I didn't sleep, and I don't know why, because she's not here. She's in Arizona right now, living the sweet life. All right. So now we got enough time to. I think maybe we can get these 2 in, and then we can at least get this one up and running. The stupid highlighted thing. And I found a bug. I haven't found very many in this game. That's just 1, I think. Unless I'm doing something weird. I don't think so, but... Alright, so motors. Motors should be an interesting... Oh, God. That train was coming. I'd have been toast. Motors... That one might be a little tricky. Alright. The one thing I was thinking about, like, over here, too, was setting up... And I'm not going to do it now, but we're really stressing the line down there. Like, we're almost always running at 780, which means we're not quite getting, that's like the max. So we're not, you know, we're not quite getting, it could be going faster, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. So I was thinking of doing a bypass in here, right? Because this stuff isn't going to have to go down to the first line. So I could like have another thing in here that splits stuff, but it's I don't know, it's a lot. It's already a ton. I've already melted my brain in probably all yours. But we could put a bypass in there, so stuff that needs to go down to the first line can, but stuff that doesn't and just needs to either go second line up here or to plant 2, we could just have it immediately go into here where it's not as, you know, junked up. So I don't know. We'll see. But maybe we'll do that. Maybe later. We'll see how it goes. Why are you... There we go. Why are you not falling here, buddy? All right. So motors. Motors right now are not going anywhere. And let me just make sure that's right. This is where all the double checking and whatnot comes into play. Yeah, I don't think, if I remember right, we're not using motors down here anywhere. Rotor stator. Okay. That's kind of why I like that hole right there. And then those are personal use for the phases. All right, so motors are just getting sent over to plant 2. So they'll come out there. They're going to go through here. So we got to make sure we get motors over here. Add item. And let's add our motors. And it's just regular motors. All right, so when we start the line, the motors are going to go over to here. They'll go up through here. This is so complicated. I feel like I got it down pretty good now, but I still like to just follow the whole route. It's just so confusing. So we don't want to add them to the right output, which will get them over to plant 2. And then, oh, that drone thing. I should have just restarted the game. That's fine. Not gonna let it bug me. So motors will come down here, right? And this is just regular mergers, and there's the splitters. And then motors will go in right here. And according to what I have in here, motors are not anywhere else, which looks correct. And I think rubber is the next thing we gotta set up. And then, so that means if motors get to here, that means we have an overflow of motors. So let's add those in, and those will get sent to the sink. All right. That should be good, and then let's also get rubber set up. We'll go from up there and get that one set up. I gotta do one thing at a time, man. Otherwise, my brain just melts on these trying to keep track of all of it. All right, but that'll be good. That'll get one more thing set up, and I think I'll probably do the other ones off camera. I feel like everyone's kind of got the idea of what's going on now. So what we should have to do is just set up our line here. Oh, that's right. I got to even all these out yet. So let's put you there. There we go. So we now have motors going in. We'll check those in a second. We're running a little shorter on time. I really want to I'm going to unlock the particle enrichment. Just very briefly go over that. That way, nuclear's next episode. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, rubber. So rubber, we got to come into here. Now, which one's rubber? That's this one. So if we look over here, this is our rubber splitter. So we have to the left, we have it getting stored. To the center, it's just overflow right now. So we don't have any output to the right, which is right our merger right here. So that'll get us back into the main line. So before we do that, we don't have rubber being used anywhere. So rubber will go out through there. It'll come through here. And then this is where, well, I wouldn't bypass this because it originates on the first level, I guess. Okay, so here, we don't want rubber going through the right output, so this one should be good. It's going to go through the center. It's going to come around here. Right, everything should be fine. See, this is where if I had it really, really down, I should have came here first, but just did the other one in my head. So, right, we're not using rubber anywhere in the first floor, which means we want it to go to the right output. So let's put our rubber there. And rubber is good. Okay, so that'll go up to the second line, and then it should be good there. So when we go over here to our splitter for plant 2, let's see. Yep, so we don't have rubber anywhere there, so it should go to our center output. Now I'm going to go turn that on quick, and then we're going to race over there. Get a little speed going here. All right. Where's my rubber? Okay, so let's add you. So all we should have to do is add this in. Bingo. Oh, did I not? Dang it, didn't save it. Rubber. Okay. Yes. Do I have any going the right away or no? I will. All the overflow would have been sent away, so we're gonna have to wait till that next shipment of rubber comes in. That should be good. So the rubber will go there. That does give us a second to get over here and make sure we're all set up for it. Oh, that isn't that weird? Oh, that. All right, motors. Motors. Yep, they made it. They're going in. All right, let's double check here. Rubber is this one, right? So we just have it going to the left, so we shouldn't be using it anywhere else, which we're not. So we can add it to here, because if it's made it this far, we know it's no bueno. Well, it's just full. I guess it's actually bueno. Okay. Make sure that's on there. All right. I'm pretty confident that that's good. And yep, there we go. So we must have got a shipment in. Now, oh, buddy, we are making turbo motors. Turbo motors are now automated, which is awesome. So those should get sent into here because we're not using those for anywhere else yet. All right. So I hope everyone was able to understand those and what we're doing. I think it looks pretty good. Before we go over to the nuke thing, because I probably won't. Maybe I'll come over here for the outro. But I really like the airfield setup. I think it's doing exactly what I wanted to do. I know I'm slightly less inefficient than I can be with this whole setup, but I kind of like it. And I know a couple of you said one of the best parts about this game is you can just kind of play how you want. Alright, so if there's a weird cut in there, I definitely realized I forgot the frame things. But now I got them. Knew I should have friggin' sent them here. Alright, particle enrichment, here we go. Beautiful.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta,
Don't really
can
have
be
a testing
created in
area
the
anymore.
particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant.
Heck yeah.
Fun fact. Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
That's what the comments section says too. All right. Okay, so particle accelerator, yes. So we're just gonna look at stuff real quick. We only got a couple more minutes here, and then this is next episode. So we're gonna put stuff up, play with it. I think we got all the materials. I just got to pick them up. Looks like all there. And then we've already kind of looked at that. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of these I think we're going to be looking at just the just the nuke site and getting it set up. Oh, jeez, just hazards everywhere, man. You gotta stay on your toes at this plant. Let's see here. So, oh yeah, the nitric acid. Let me see. Is that a? Would that be? That would probably be a blender thing, huh? Let's see if we can. See if we can look at a couple of these things quick before we go. Should have enough stuff to look at them. All right, nitric acid. Oh, buddy. That is nitrogen gas. Oh, man. Water and iron plates. Okay, okay. See, this is where, like, I'm thinking, yeah, like that nitrogen plant. I wonder if we make this there and send it to the nuke site, right? That's all stuff we're going to have to look at. Uranium. Yeah, we got that. It's non-fissile uranium. Okay. Oh, man, yeah, this is... Whew. I got a feeling this nuclear site, it's going to be a doozy. See here. Oh, yep, copper powder. That's just copper. Okay. Ingots. I don't know if there's anything else here. There is the conversion cube. Okay, we're making these. Oh, here we go. Plutonium cell. All right, all right, all right. Okay. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'm sure some of this other stuff is pretty crazy as well. There's the fuel rods. Oh, yeah, we need... Oh, man, there's going to be so much stuff. All right. Well, we've got an idea. That's going to be next episode. That is the goal. I want to at least start the nuclear stuff. I got a feeling that might be like a two-parter. Probably not a three-parter, but probably a two-parter if I had to guess. Otherwise, I think everything's looking pretty good. So hopefully people found that part enjoyable and informative. But I really like the way the airfield is kind of coming along. I can't wait to load the game up, so that's not a thing anymore. But let me know your thoughts. I will get the comments tonight, most likely. So between the last episode and this one, I didn't see comments. So I will get to those before the nuclear episode. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's call that one here. Check out the link for the Discord in the description. There's a lot of fun stuff going on over there. Otherwise, with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Go out there and be a good person. It's not that hard, and I will see you on the next one.